Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning to you wherever you are in the world. And this is going to be a presentation to show you how to create instant client chemistry for your tribe and in your business, okay? It's going to be full of action, great information. But before we get started, I just want to hear from you where you're joining us from. If you want to type that in the chat box now, there's a chat box below this video screen, and you can put that, put your name in there and put your location in there and just give us a little wave so I know where you're from. And also, if you can hear me, okay, that will be fantastic. And while you do that, I'm just going to start recording. So we know we've got a recording as well. And then we can keep going. Fantastic. Okay, so if you're seeing us, if you're seeing this right now, my name is Monica Mandel. I'm going to present to you the Instant Client Chemistry webinar for the next 90 minutes or so. There will be Q&A at the end. And so if you can hear me, please type in the chat box below so that I know you can hear me, and let us know where you're from. You might have to log in using the social media buttons that are overlaid on the chat box, and you can just choose whichever you prefer, and that way we can connect with each other. Okay, so welcome. It's great to have you here. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're watching this as a replay, then thank you for taking the time to jump aboard with me. We're going to have an amazing 90 minutes together. You're going to learn lots of stuff for your business. So let's get started. Right. Okay. So let me just go and share my screen so you can see that. And there we go. Okay. Right. So if you're joining us now, my name is Monica Mandel. Please take a moment to quickly pop your name into the chat box below this presentation and tell us where you're watching from. I'd like to say hello and give you a special shout out. Now, you might have to log in. Chatwing requires you to log in with one of your preferred social media profiles. I've used Google, but you can use Facebook or Twitter, whatever you like. And the way I normally do this, I go on a new tab, I open Facebook, I log in, then I refresh the page where you're watching the video, and then you should be able to type and communicate with me and ask lots of questions. So if you want to do that now, that would be fantastic. And if you have any questions during the webinar, just pop them into the chat below, and I will try to answer them as best as I can. We will have a Q&A section at the end, so you can ask any question you have around your business. Awesome. Let's get this started. So here's what you're going to learn today. I'm going to show you how you can create instant client attraction in your business, and why this is so important to your happiness and a bottom line in your business as well, so that you can get this stuff happening and you live the life that you're actually dreaming about and why you started this business. You're also going to learn why you don't want to leave this to chance, and how you need a solid marketing plan if you want to step to the front of the queue. This is so, so important, and you're going to learn why during this webinar. Together, we will look at the right time for you to reinvent your marketing so that you can work with clients who adore you, rave about you, and buy from you, so you can stop wasting your time with tire kickers and naysayers. And I see so many women do this in their business. And I see Elizabeth has joined us from Berlin. Yay! Well, you have a wonderful flight. That's okay. If you listen to the webinar replay, you're totally welcome to do that. Fantastic. Thanks so much for taking the time to join us from the airport. How exciting. Well, if we lose each other because you're on board and all that, just thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. You have a wonderful, safe flight to Egypt, and I look forward to hear from you when you get there. Okay? Thanks so much. So going back to the presentation, I'll show you the keys to connecting with the right people in your tribe so that you can make sales happen with more ease and less sleaze, and how you can add more value to the lives of your dream clients without having to waste time you don't have. We're going to look at what it is you need to do to make your marketing fun and profitable. We're also going to look at ways you can easily and effortlessly add at least $100,000 and more to your coaching, consulting, or service-based business this year by using the strategies you will learn. These are the very same strategies that I'm using in my business right now. I'll be sharing the common mistakes women like you make in their business and why this is costing them tens of thousands of dollars in missed sales. And we will look at why you need a different plan to the one you've been using and what you can do to transition into more ease and less sleaze in your business. There's a couple of things I want to let you know. We're going to have a Q&A session, a live Q&A session at the end of the webinar. So if you have any questions about how you can implement this directly into your business, you will have the opportunity to ask. If you're interested in getting my help to help you implement all of this stuff I'll be sharing, then I'm going to share a little bit about that too. The thing is, I'm talking to a lot of women in my business, coaches, consultants, service-based business women, probably like you, and everybody tells me that they're in business so they can create more time freedom, financial freedom, and a business that actually feels joyful and not icky for them to market and promote. These women tell me that they want more quality time with their loved ones. They want more profits. They want more ease and less sleaze in the way they promote and market their business. And they want more and better quality clients. They also tell me that they hate self-promotion. And I can so relate to that because I don't like that either. But I'll be sharing with you a way to make it totally unsleazy. And they also tell me that they have no time. And so hardly a day goes by when they're not pushed to their boundaries. And you can probably relate to that as well. Like we're trying to do everything ourselves. We're learning about the techie things we want to implement in business. And we get stuck. And so that creates overwhelm. And it's not a good feeling to be. The question is, can you relate to that? And I'm pretty sure that you can, because I can relate to that, and every one of my clients can relate to that as well. The thing is, you know that you need to get yourself out there more, but you get so overwhelmed with marketing. You don't particularly like self-promotion because it feels icky and sleazy, but you also know that you need to do that. And so you end up confused, overwhelmed, and most of the time totally unclear about the next steps you need to take in your business. So the problem that you're having right now is you look at all the people who do marketing, but a lot of it feels slimy and icky. You know you need to do some self-promotions, but you don't want to do it in the way everyone else does it. You're not a copywriting master, and you get stuck in the details. You don't have a lot of time to be able to do this because you might have children, you have a husband, a partner, you've got other commitments in your life. And so it makes you really, really hard to run your business and get everything done that needs to be done to actually drive new clients and leads into your business consistently. And you're not exactly sure how you can refine and define your niche, and therefore your message is being stifled. You think you can put something fluffy and fuzzy out there to make people feel good about themselves, but it's not what people want. They actually want results and transformation. What that means is that you're not getting the number of clients you want, and you're wasting days or weeks trying to put a program together, and in the end, you just get so damn tired and over your head that it ends up being shelved. So despite having busted your guts trying to build your business, you still feel small and invisible. And the problem is that the lack of income makes you question if you're actually good enough, if you have the street smarts to pull this business thing off, and it affects everything you do in your business. The big problem that you're having right now is that you don't have a mentor who keeps you accountable to reaching your goals and opens her business to you so that you can see exactly what's going on, where you can see what worked for them and where they stuffed up, so that they can learn from their mistakes, that you can learn from their mistakes. And this is such a biggie for us women, because we need to be able to know exactly what we need to do every step of the way. What I learned from walking the Camino last year is that copywriting and marketing is like a strenuous multi-day hike up a steep mountain. I was actually walking the Camino for almost 2 months with my husband. We were on the road for 56 days, and we hiked every day, depending, on the days. We walked between 10 and 25, 27 kilometers each day. And what I know is, before you go on a multi-day hike into the wilderness, you wouldn't leave home before making sure that you have your snacks ready, your water bottles filled, and your backpack stocked with all the gear that you'll need to survive. You may even have to go and buy some new shoes and break them in before the big trip. So you're going to go on training walks. And it's possible that you hate shoe shopping. And to make matters worse, when you first wear your new hiking boots, you end up with blisters the size of golf balls. And I can so relate to that, because I've had blisters every single day while walking the Camino. You may also you may be little anal about the way you look, like this backpacker sort of gear that you're wearing. It makes you look really strange, and you might be into fashion. And so the outfit that you have to wear to go on one of these hikes, you might not like it. You might not like the style of your hiking pants, but you also know that you need the best gear to help you climb that mountain. You may struggle to gather all the essentials for survival. You may even have to get up at 2 a.m. so that you can reach the summit. And because you're not a morning person, you're not going to be happy when you're rudely awoken by the alarm clock at 2 a.m. The thing is, when you go for a hike, you won't enjoy every step of the way. But you know that once you get to the summit, when you get to that peak, the view is going to be fucking amazing. You go through the pain to get the view. You go through the pain to get the outcome. And this is exactly what you'll want to do in your business. You will want to get uncomfortable and get out of your comfort zone to get the amazing business you want. What's happening for you right now is that you're not getting what you want out of your business. Because if you did, you wouldn't be watching this webinar right now. You are probably time poor and money poor, and you haven't had the right person yet to help you break through these things. You're also worrying too much about what other people in your industry are doing. And what that does is it distracts you. It undermines your belief in yourself and the way you show up. It makes you lead your power to the other person, because when you look at what other people are doing, you're actually not working on your business. Plus, it makes you focus on the things you haven't done, which creates massive overwhelm and can end up in depression. And I talk to lots and lots of women in my business, and they're totally strangled by this overwhelm and depression thing because they keep looking at what other people are doing. Does this make sense, everyone? Yeah, if it makes sense to you, type a yes in the chat box, because I want to know. I want to know that we're talking about the same things here, that you're relating to what I'm talking about and what I'm sharing with you. The thing is, we need to do something about that, right? Because it's not going to get better. If you keep doing what you've been doing, it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. We need a new plan, because if we keep doing what we've done in the past, we'll get the same results. For you to be able to have the choices you want, things need to change. Okay, so now I'm wondering, I would like to know, does this sound like you? Type a yes in the chat box, please, if this sounds like you. Have you not been generating the number of inquiries you want in your business? Have you not been working with the number of clients you want to be able to work with? Are you not making the impact that you know you could be making? And it's frustrating you because you've worked so damn hard to get to where you are right now, and you still feel lost as to what else you can do. Give me a yes. I want to hear that this is exactly where you're at, how you're feeling. Yeah? So what about these? Do you feel like you're not getting enough clients and the right type of clients in your business? Are you tired of marketing because everything feels so overwhelming and hard to do? Have you ever felt like it's time to push marketing out there, but you're really not clear about what it is that you should be doing and who it is that you're speaking to? Yeah? It feels overwhelming, doesn't it? It feels hard. And, you know, the biggest thing is when we feel like that, we're kind of in this space of loneliness because we're stuck in our own head bubble. I need to let you know something, though. We need to do something different. Because if that's you, if you're feeling that way, the thing is, what you're doing right now is not working for you. We need to change what you're doing so that you can have the business and life you really want. And what I've learned is, personally, change starts at the end of your comfort zone. It really does. It requires courage and trust in somebody else to get what you want. It also requires trust in yourself to be able to pull this off. Because if you knew what needed to be done to make this all happen, you'd be doing that already and you'd be there right now. Whether you put that trust in me or somebody else doesn't really matter. What matters for you is that you do something about it before you waste more time, more energy, more effort, and more money chasing the wrong end of the stick in your business. You need to climb the summit to get the view, which means that you need to get out of your comfort zone first. This means that you may have to pitch your tent halfway up the mountain because the climb takes longer than you planned. But you hate spiders and creepy crawlies, and the sheer thought of spending a night halfway up a mountain with no torch and no extra rations make your stomach churn. It may also start to rain and you get wet in the process because you didn't take your poncho to save on the weight that you're carrying. Your backpack may start to feel heavier than it felt during the test walks. And you may also get blisters. And some of them pop and hurt like crazy. But you know that in order to get to the top of the mountain, you just need to keep putting one foot in front of the other. And you may run out of energy because you never expected that this whole climb is so freaking tough. The truth is, climbing up a mountain is tricky. It's treacherous. And building your business is like climbing that mountain. It will not get easier. It will get harder if you keep doing the same things you've been doing. Because whatever you've done until now clearly hasn't worked for you to give you the business, the time freedom and income you want. The good news is there is a way out of this, and you have total control about what happens next. Let's talk about a couple of things that you need to be aware of. Right now, your content is not working because you don't know whom you are talking to. You don't have a niche because you're afraid that when you niche down, you're going to miss out on a whole bunch of people and money. And your copy isn't working for you because you can't solve everybody's problems. Your copy needs to be geared to one person. You need to know your niche so that you can have a lead magnet, which is a freebie that gets the right people onto your database, that gets them excited about the possibilities and helps them learn more about you. You want people on your database that want to learn from you, people that want to do business with you. So when you're posting on Facebook or Twitter, you need to infuse your personality in your marketing. You need to show people who you are. And you can't do that when you're not focused. And if you spend most days on Facebook following others. Does that make sense, guys? Yeah? You need to focus on your stuff and get really clear about your dream client so that you can actually create content that is share-worthy for them and popular. And for your sake, please stop getting caught up in the details. Perfectionism is not going to get you to the top of that mountain. Yeah, us ladies, we're so perfectionism driven. Like everything has to be perfect. Every I has to be dotted, every T has to be crossed. You want to stop that right now. And once you got that, this is also going to solve one of the big problems you have with the people not buying from you, because you're going to be bringing more qualified inquiries through the door when you know exactly how to write copy that makes sense to your ideal people. Because then you're no longer self-promoting. You're reaching out to the people who actually want what you've got. And if you're not sure who these people are, here's an example of how this could look like. This is who I talk to in my business. This is my dream client. Diana is an ambitious and talented businesswoman of 30 to 55 years with a dream to be self-sufficient and financially free. She has clearly defined values and goals and a deep sense of longing to honor her higher self in the work she does. Diana has worked hard to get to where she is right now, but despite all of her hard work, her learnings and her personal development work, she's still chasing that elusive fame and fortune. Diana yearns to be the game changer in her industry. She dreams about having a tribe of loving, raving fans. Fans who are addicted to her stuff, no matter what she puts out there. Diana is driven by a deep urge to create change in her life and the lives of the people she loves, which are her family, her friends, and her dream clients. She feels proud about her professional achievements, and she has good bullshit detectors as well. She's experienced in her line of work. Yet, despite that, she struggles to be appreciated and recognized on a grander scale. Diana still feels invisible. Now, why does this matter to her? Because she knows that having a bigger impact will give her more chances of impacting the lives of others on a bigger level. She knows that her solutions and her magic is needed by millions of people, and she is driven by a deep-seated desire to do great things in the world. Diana strives for creative magic, peace, and happiness. She wants to live her life on purpose and get recognized for the contributions to society. She is driven, a visionary, positive, powerful, fun to be around, and mature, yet playful. Diana is highly spiritual and a teeny tiny bit of woo-woo too. She loves spending time in nature, and she dreams about frequent travels to faraway destinations, with her laptop stored safely in her carry-on luggage. She juggles a busy household with kids, partner, pets, and business, and maybe even grandchildren. Her need to be financially free creates a constant tug of war in her heart between spending quality time with her loved ones and the obligation to grow her business. Marketing and promoting herself makes her feel icky and sleazy. And she is confused about what she should do to grow her list because she lives in constant overwhelm. So in fear of making a wrong move to alienate her small tribe, she does nothing, just to be on the safe side. And her biggest struggle lies in scaling and systemizing her business. And it is that lack of having a system that keeps her struggling with details, which causes her business to be stuck in that frustrating loop of stop and go. Yeah, can you relate to that? I know. Her struggles affect the way she thinks and feels about herself. Not worthy of success, not ready, not good enough, an imposter really. And her thoughts have started to affect her sleep, her relationships, and her health. She's also enabled to connect with her tribe on a deeper level. Diana suffers from the foggy brain syndrome that kills business dreams by the millions and threatens her financial freedom and her ability to be emotionally, spiritually, and financially abundant, the one thing she is so desperate to have. She would love to have a consistent stream of new leads in her business. She fantasizes about stardom, what it would feel like to be on that stage and getting a standing ovation from the people in the room. She dreams about having access to a small mastermind group of female entrepreneurs who are the coolest cats in the game, yet they chose her to be one of her business buddies. She yearns to belong to the cool gang of women who rock it online, that small yet seemingly elusive tribe of ladies who have it all. This is just a snapshot of who my Diana is. And there's so much more I have about her. So who is your Diana? The example I gave you is just really the tip of the iceberg, because we need to know these women, these people incredibly well, better than they know themselves, so that you can write copy that doesn't feel sleazy and slimy. Copy that adds value for your dream client and builds a strong, friendly connection. So when I'm on Facebook or when I'm about to write a blog and I think, shit, what am I going to write about? What am I going to post today? I pretend that Diana is sitting opposite me or living inside my head or my computer, and I'll simply write to her. That way I know exactly what's going on for her, what she's going through, and what she needs from me. And so I just speak with her. If you want something like this, if you want to know how to create programs and services in a way that connects with people and helps them solve huge problems, helps them transition into the business and into the life that they want, then you need to do this. You need to get comfortable getting uncomfortable. You need to step out of your comfort zone if you want more than you've been getting. You need to take one courageous step forward and then another one, and just get started, because there's never a perfect moment. The perfect moment you're looking for is right now. It's not tomorrow, not next Monday, not next month. It is right now. You also need to honor your dream, because if you don't, Who else will? And you need to take action, because action is the best weapon to banish the fear that you're experiencing and feeling right now. Here are some tips to connecting with your dream client. You need to get to know her better than she does. You need to understand what it is that she really wants from you and what makes you different from everybody else who offers similar programs, products, or services. You want to engage her in a one-on-one conversation when you write. And so now I'd love to share a little bit about me, who I am, and why you should listen to me. I was born into a middle-class family in Switzerland. I have one sister. My parents still live in Switzerland, and I migrated to Australia when I was 30 years old. It was actually a huge dream come true. My profession is as a qualified chef. I trained and worked as a chef for 22 years. And I cooked for state president, for famous celebrities. I cooked in Switzerland, in Germany, in England, where I met my husband, John, and also in Australia. But I never, like in the beginning when I cooked, I loved my job because I was young and it was fun. And, you know, we traveled a lot when we didn't work. We did a lot of seasonal work where you have a contract for 6 months and then you have like a break in between and you can go traveling. So I traveled since I've been 16. I've been traveling around the world and loving every bit of it. So travel is a huge passion of mine. But as I got older, I hated chefing. It didn't give me the satisfaction that I wanted out of a job. And I recognized that if I kept working for somebody else, I was only making somebody else rich. And add to that, I was working 16-hour days in the kitchen without getting paid for them. And so I was highly stressed, I wasn't happy, and I was looking for a way out. And I ran that for almost 4 years. It was a network marketing business, and I failed in that first business. I lost almost $50,000 in combined savings investing in that business. And I knew that I had to change something. So in 2007, I started writing. And I built my writing business into a coaching business. And eventually I built 2 multiple 6-figure businesses. One as a freelance writer, which was my first successful business. And then the second as a copywriter. I am plotting world domination as a business spark catalyst and communication strategist. What I do is I help clients transform their life and reform the way they do business so that they can have a location and money freedom business that they dream about. I've been location independent since March 2014, and I teach women in business how to work less, profit more, and have a badass freedom lifestyle. This is what I get to do because I choose to do it. And I'm lucky to be blessed with the best husband any woman could wish for. Thanks to my business, John was actually able to retire from chefing at the sweet age of 43 in 2011. And he's been home with me ever since. The truth is, we are living the dream. And if you want to create a business like this, where you get to work from anywhere around the world, where you get to work from a laptop with a backpack or from a cruise ship, from hotel rooms and apartments, and have more time freedom, you can do that if you set things into motion the way you want them to be. The truth is, John and I chose to choose life and not boredom. We had the big house in Australia. We had the investment properties. We had the fancy Toyota Land Cruiser. Yeah, we had it all. And we woke up one day and realized that's not what we wanted. Yeah, we didn't want that. We wanted travel. We wanted location independence and freedom. And you can have this life too, whether you have children or not, whether you run events or not. And, you know, you may want to live in Colombia for 6 months or travel the East Coast of the United States with a tiny house. It doesn't matter. You may just want to go on more holidays and stay where you are right now. Yeah. But have 2 amazing holidays every year with your children, with your husband. It doesn't matter. The truth is, you've got the power to do all of this when you choose to say yes to it all. Since leaving Australia in 2014 and living the life that we do, John and I have learned to live in gratitude. We've been on 10 cruises, 9 flights, multiple trains, buses and taxis, and even on the back of a motorbike. You probably saw the picture before. Which has enabled us to visit 22 countries, 5 territories, and over 60 destinations. As a matter of fact, just a few days ago, about a week ago, we celebrated 2 years of being location independent. I've also run workshops while doing what I'm doing. I've run workshops across Australia while still living there. And while I've been traveling, I've run workshops in Canada and the USA. So how can you make this work for you? All right, let's take a look at what I've done so you can learn from my mistakes. The year before last, I made $250,000 in my business. And then last year, I made a decision not to invest in a mentor because I felt that I had all the answers. I believed that it was my time to be the coach and mentor for others because I had invested in mentors up until that point every single year since 2009. I will never ever be in business without having a mentor again, because last year, when I chose not to have a mentor, my income dropped by more than half. Yes, I know, it sucks. Last year was the suckiest year for me financially since I started making my first 6 figures back in 2010. It was a combination of things, but the biggest reason was that I chose to do this on my own. And you already know what happens when you get stuck in your own shit, right? Exactly. So my target for this year is to get back to the 250,000, and I'm on track with that. In fact, I have no doubt that I'll make that and more because I've got most of the systems in place and running. And I'm clear on my next steps and the one after that, thanks to my mentor. So why am I showing you this? For starters, I want you to see the mistakes I have made so that you can learn from them and not repeat them in your business. I also want to show you what's possible when you have clarity, and I can assure you that it's so much easier when you don't have to climb the summit on your own. Honestly, like in hindsight, I want to slap my face. But I made the mistake, I learned from it, and I've moved on. I'm showing you this so that you can get the help you need now, so you can avoid these same mistakes and stop leaking money in your business. So let's talk numbers. I want to know from you, what is your income goal for the next 12 months? If you got a figure in your mind, please type that into the chat box below. Anything at all, it doesn't matter. There's no judgment here, whether you're getting started in business, whether you're rebranding. I don't care. Just write them down. Okay? And also make sure you write that in front of you, onto that piece of paper you have in front of you. This is very important. Now I want to write this next one down and type that in the chat box as well. And also write a number on that piece of paper you've got in front of you below the other one. So what is your current income right now? Write it down, please. Now I want you to write down, what is the amount of money you need to make to reach your goal? Write it in the chat box and put it on that piece of paper. What is the gap between the two numbers? What is the gap that's missing between your income goal and what you've made so far? If you don't know your numbers, it's actually a big problem. I speak with a lot of women because most people don't know what their numbers are, because they are creatives, they are heart-based, they're soul-based, and they don't know their numbers, but you need to know what they are. So if you're not sure right now, just put a ballpark number. If you put startup, if you're in startup, just put startup. Yeah. If it's $3,000 for the year, put that, because I don't care. There really is no judgment. But we need to put this down because we need to be realistic here. If you're not realistic, you don't know where you're aiming. You wouldn't go on a holiday without planning your flight and booking your flight and, booking all the other trips you need to do. And the business is exactly the same. You can't just aim at nothing. Yeah, but I know this is such a huge problem because the creatives, the heart-based ladies, they don't like doing that. It feels icky, yeah? But it's important. You need to do this. So let me ask you this. Why do you not have the income you want? Type it in the chat box. Write it on a piece of paper in front of you. What would happen if you could get to the goal you want? What would that mean for you? Like, how would your life change? Please type that in the chat box as well and write it down on your paper. Yeah, you see why this is so important? Like, you can't just keep aiming at the dark, because if you don't have any idea where your business is at as far as your income goes and where you're headed, then you're not going to get there, because without a plan, without a goal, there is no goal. Yeah, you're just going to aim around in the dark and, plod on with the things you've been doing that have not worked for you. You see how important that is? Exactly. So let's look at how you can make an extra $100,000 and more in the next 12 months. Here's an example for you. Imagine what it would mean to you and your family if the numbers you put in that box came true. What would that mean for you and your family? Better education for your children, more holidays, maybe an upgrade in your car. Yeah. Let's say you put a coaching package together that is $5,000 and you want to add $100,000 to your business this year. So what we need to do is we need to find just 20 people out of the entire world to invest $5,000 with you, because 20 times 5 equals 100, right? Do you think that is possible? Give me a yes if you can see the possibilities for you. Do you think you can find just 20 people out of the entire world to invest $5,000 with you? Yeah, exactly. Of course it's possible. Now, do you see, even if you would convert all of your inquiries at just 10%, even if we could get 200 inquiries to your inbox out of the whole entire world, then you would get 20 new clients over the course of the next 12 months, and you would make an extra $100,000. Does this make sense, everyone? Yeah? So if you want 20 clients and you're converting everybody that you're speaking to at 10%. So every 10th person you convert into a client. That's a very low estimation. Yeah. If you're good at selling and you know what you're selling, it's actually not selling anymore. It's just having a conversation with the right kind of person, and the right kind of person will say yes. So it becomes a numbers game. That's all. So you only need 200 inquiries, people who inquire to work with you. That's it. And then what you can do is you can unsell a continuity package for $15,000 and more. And let's estimate that a third of the people who've bought from you, like a third of the 20 people, so say 6 people, will take you up on that. You will make another $90,000 in your business. So suddenly you're making $190,000. And that's just from your package with your 20 people and 6 people upgrading to work with you on a continuity package, which is a bit more higher end mentoring, higher end support, things like that. Yeah. The thing is, the only way you get that right is by knowing who your niche is. That's where we always start. Because if you don't have the clarity around your niche, you won't be able to connect with the right people. And then when you have that clarity, you can write copy that connects with these right people. And also create marketing that makes sense to your people and fits with who you are and how you speak at a heart space level. And all of a sudden, it doesn't become marketing, it's helping. That's really what I'm all about, so that you know who it is you're talking to, so that you can build your business around the right people. But we've got to do this strategically. Does this make sense, everyone? Yeah? I better hope it does, because if you're not seeing this, then, I certainly can't help you. So from here, you can choose 2 things. You can keep doing what you're doing now. You can keep waiting for word of mouth, hoping that people will resonate with your brand, that someone will find you in the land of Facebook or via your blog, or counting on your friends to refer you their contacts. Or you could rely on hope and luck and trust the universe that, something good will happen in your business. You can keep hoping that your name comes up when people look for what you have to offer. But what if you want to be location independent? What if you want a business that is reasonably automated? What if you want more time freedom? The thing is, going to networking events and constantly going to other people's events are not a good use of your time, because you're already running out of that time now. And you're not getting the amount of inquiries and clients that you want. So you could do it that way. You can keep doing what you're doing and hope for the best. Or you can create a systemized client attraction funnel that is automated in a way with marketing that makes sense to you and brings inquiries into your business from all over the world, no matter whether you work or not. You want inquiries from people who resonate with you, people who are energetically matched to you and with whom you can create amazing friendships over time. So what you need is a new plan for you to be able to make this happen. What I'm looking at here is how to make this stuff happen for you. And here is why you should listen to me. I've done over $250,000 in copywriting over the years. And I built a multiple 6-figure business as a freelance writer, doing a ton of outsourcing to a team of 15 writers, designers, web techie guys, VAs, and more. Actually, when I add everything up, I made over the last few years, it's more like $500,000. I've been working from all over the world with clients on 4 continents. I've been helping people stand out by either writing their copy for them or teaching them how to do it themselves, by coaching and mentoring them for the last 9 years. And most of that was for free in the beginning. Many of my copywriting clients made well over 6 figures. Many of my coaching clients made tens of thousands of dollars after spending little time with me. Some of them attended my workshops, others worked with me longer term. Last year, I've coached 19 women, helping them build their business and get more results. And those who took action have made tens of thousands of dollars each. Most importantly, though, I've been where you are now. And it wasn't that long ago. I'm only ever a few steps ahead of you. And I use these exact same steps I will be teaching you every single day. When Amara started working with me, she wasn't sure how to market her business without feeling icky about it. So she put a lot of the stuff she wanted to release on the back burner until we started working together. We've since collaborated on an international best-selling book. She's launched a high-end coaching program, polished up the copy on her website, got published in a local magazine, ran a webinar, and doubled her business because she got clarity about her next steps. When Assisi started working with me, she was struggling. So we worked together to help her get crystal clear on her genius, her magic, which inspired her to rewrite her website copy. She also participated in our international best-selling book, and because she edited that book, she also got a boost in credibility because Assisi is an editor. Assisi went from struggling to being mostly booked out consistently. And she's now able to effortlessly reach her income targets because she has clarity about the type of people she wants to work with. Amanda joined my program last year looking for inspiration and direction for some of the ideas she had going on. Within 3 months of joining, she made over $12,000 in profits, which added a brand new income stream to her existing business. So how much longer do you want this to go on for you? Because right now, it is costing you over $100,000 in income by not knowing how to do this. Remember Amara and what it cost her by shelving her ideas? And then she earned double the income after she launched them with my help. Right now, where you're at, it's costing you the holidays you wanted to have. It's costing you the ability to travel more. It's costing you the ability to work from anywhere, if that's what you want. And it's costing you time. The very time you seem to be always lacking to do the stuff in your business you really want to do, and the stuff in your life. I really want to help you fix this. So right now we're going into questions, guys, because I want you to get the best kind of help you want to get. So please use the chat box to type your questions. Do that now. And while I'm waiting for these questions, I want to share a couple of answers to questions I've received from women that I spoke to recently. One lady asked me, how do I decide on my niche? And what I say to that is, this is something that we're going to be working on if you choose to work with me in extreme detail, because we're going to need to be looking at your genius. What is it? What is your magic? You know, what is it that you want to do in this world? Why are you in business? And whom do you want to work with? Who are the type of clients you want to work with? You need to be really clear about all these things. So you need to get clear on your values. You need to get clear on your boundaries. You know, the things you don't want to do in your business, the people you don't want to work. Yeah, where do you set the boundaries? And then we can look at the type of person you want to work. Another question I get is, if my offer is not $5,000, what do I need to do to create a new package? My answer to that is this. In most cases, you need to do nothing except add more personal coaching time with you. That's really all that is required between the difference of charging for a $2,000 like a group coaching program to a $5,000 mentoring program, where people get more time with you, more accountability, more support. So you can easily upgrade your $2,000 package right now by adding more one-on-one time with you. But it doesn't always work for everyone. So we will need to look at what you're actually offering and whether the offer that you have is right for the type of clients that you're trying to serve. Because believe it or not, a lot of women have programs out there and they are not totally catered to creating a transformational value for their dream client. And so the sales are not happening and they wonder why. So we're going to look at all that and make sure that your program is geared in the right way to the right person. Some other person asked me, is this a process you teach? Yeah, absolutely. In fact, that was a great question, because that's exactly what I'm going to be teaching you if you choose to work with me. As a result of the work I've been doing, I've actually put together a program that is called the Spark Automation Program. It includes everything you need to automate, eliminate, and delegate much of the processes in your business right now to free up your time and leverage your expertise. And time is something many, many women don't have, especially if you have children. So you can probably relate to that, yeah? So let's look at what Spark Automation is. Spark Automation is a step-by-step 8-week training course to help you create your own personalized client attraction sales funnel. When you enroll, we'll start off with a 90-minute high-octane strategy session to help you get the clarity you need to make this work. This is a big picture planning session where we will get clear on your genius, your skills, and your client attraction system, and how this should look to suit your needs, your time, and your personality. This is a biggie, because once we get clear on that, then it's just a matter of implementing the work to make it all happen. You will also get private one-on-one mentoring sessions with me, which are customized to help you step up and move through your hurdles. So this is not just a group coaching program, this is a done with you program. You get the techie training and the support you need to help you implement. Because techie things are the biggest struggle for most women. Like, they get stuck with, combining their opt-in to their lead page and how that looks, and all of that stuff we'll be talking about and you'll be learning in Spark Automation. This program is for you if you're ready to add $100,000 or more to your business in the next 12 months. It is for you if you want more time freedom because you're drowning in overwhelm. And it's also for you if you want less sleaze, more ease, and a yes please from dream clients when marketing your business, which we learned before. It's actually no longer marketing when you're talking to the right clients, it's helping. And you're going to be learning exactly how to make that work for you and how to do it without the ease, without the sleaze, to make it more ease, yeah? And frankly, this is also for you if you can't wait to get better quality inquiries from people who actually want to work with you, not just window shoppers. You dream about taking the financial pressure off the shoulders of your partner because you want choices, not arguments around money. And you're ready to have the time, money, and location freedom you dream about. Spark Automation is not for women who frequently blame others for their failures. It is not for you if you make excuses all the time, or if you're a tire kicker just shopping around. And it's not for you if you are not prepared to invest money in yourself, to learn how to make this work. This is going to take a considerable investment from you. And unless you're prepared to do that and to step up and actually learn how to stop all the hassles and the pain in your business, the overwhelm, it's not for you. So this is for you if you want more details. The way this works is, we'll hit the ground running without delay. Step 1 is a 90-minute high-octane strategy session with me. This is the one that I talked about, where we get really clear on your magic, your genius, your boundaries, your dream client, the way your system should look like to fit in with your lifestyle or the lifestyle that you're dreaming about having. Step 2 is your pre-launch work, and it consists of 3 models. Step 3 is fortnightly one-on-one accountability calls with me up until the program starts. Spark Automation goes live on May the 9th, simply because I'm going to be traveling in between and I want to be fully present to do the live presentations every week. So I can't do it, I can't fit it in with my calendar before that. But that's a good thing for you, because you're going to get live one-on-one accountability mentoring calls with me up until then. So the sooner you join, the more bonus benefits, freebies you get, right? Step 4 is the start of the 8-week Spark Automation program. And this is how it's going to look. Inside the program, you will get 8 weekly live training classes. These classes will be recorded in case you can't make it because your time zone doesn't match up with when I'm training and stuff like that. So you'll have access to these lessons for life in your own private protected training hub. You will also get 8 Q&A calls with me. These will also be recorded and they will be hosted or held at the end of the week. So the training lessons are usually on a Monday or a Tuesday, and the live Q&A sessions will be towards the end of the week. So you can start to implement the training, and if you get stuck with questions, you can hop on the Q&A calls and ask away. You will also get 4 one-on-one calls with me every fortnight, so every 2 weeks during the live section of Spark Automation. You'll get a call with me to help you move forward and not get stuck. This is really, really important, because when we implement stuff, we have huge amounts of questions, you know, techie problems will come up and things and questions. And so you'll have access to me every 2 weeks for a live call. And you also get my full email support. So you can ask me any question you have at any given time, and I will get back to you within 24 hours. The value of this program is actually, you know, that you can't put a number to that. Because what really matters for you is about the alignment you will feel by having a plan you can follow that helps you build your client attraction system. Think about the accountability, the support, and the clarity you will get knowing exactly what to do, when to do it, and why. And being able to look over my shoulder and see what I'm doing and what's working for me, so you can go and implement that into your business right away. Think about how your life will change when you can enjoy more time freedom, have a better lifestyle and more holidays. Because when you earn more money, you get more choices, right? You're going to learn exactly how to automate this so that you can have more time to spend with your family, with your children, with your friends, and do with your time what you want. And sure, it doesn't mean you can stop working on your business. You know, you got to stay realistic here. But this is about freeing up more time in your everyday business so you can create more stuff and do the things that really light you up, and automate or semi-automate the things that you don't like. You're going to be learning all of that. Spark Automation helps you eliminate, automate, and delegate the stuff that is keeping you tied to your desk right now. Like the icky stuff, the stuff you don't want to do, because it drains you. It sucks your joy out of you. It sucks your energy out of you. And when that happens is you're not going to show up with your genius and your magic switched on. And that's so important. So it's 5 pillars. Pillar 1 is about systems. You will learn how to systemize your lead generation so you can stop stressing about where your next client comes from. Systems allow you to scale your business on demand, and they take away the hassles because you can automate those tiny little repetitive tasks you complete each day. Tasks that are costing you hours and probably your sanity too. Pillar 2 is about personality. I will teach you exactly how to inject your personality into every piece of copy you write and make it rule-worthy so that your programs sell with more ease and less sleaze. If you want to sell with style and eloquence while building the perfect audience of your dream clients, then this is for you. Pillar 3 is about acceleration. You will learn how to end those time-sucking techie struggles once and for all. This program teaches you how to make sense of all the moving elements in your client attraction funnel and frees up your precious time. And your funnel is going to be personalized. So this is not a cookie cutter approach. Yeah, this is not a cookie cutter program. This is personalized to your genius, your magic, your business, and your tribe. Very, very, very important. Pillar 4 is all about being remarkable and reciprocity. I can't even pronounce that word. Anyway, you know what I mean. So what does it really take to build a brand of loyal fans? You will find out soon enough when I'll show you the simple steps you can take each day to leverage your brand and put it out in front of new audiences. And you don't have to spend a dime doing this if you don't want. However, if you want to kickstart your serving, so we'll take away the marketing and we're turning it into serving, we're going to be using Facebook ads. And I'll show you how to do that without spending tens of thousands of dollars. Yeah? If your idea of having a perfect business is having addicted fans and dream clients who crush on you big, you're going to love Spark Automation. Pillar 5 is about being kick-ass and doing kick-ass serving. So you're going to design your kick-ass brand and strip the overwhelm from your day-to-day business. It's time that you have the business you always wanted, that gives you choices and time freedom. You need to stop looking at what other people are doing and start doing your stuff, but in a bigger and more focused way. And you're going to be learning that in Spark Automation. Spark Automation guarantees no more sloppy and soulless marketing. In this step-by-step course, I will hold your hand and tell you exactly what to do and when, in what order, to free up your time, remove the hassles, the overwhelm, and help you increase your profits. You will get the whole scope to help you create and set up your first automated or semi-automated client attraction funnel, depending on what you want to sell. And you'll finally have the business systems and structure you absolutely need and want to enjoy more freedom and time out while keeping the dollars rolling into your bank account. Goodbye chaos and hello gargantuan gratification. You will get access to my email and launch sequences, copy, watch over my shoulder video tutorials, and the exact lists of tools I use in my business laid out for your convenience. It took me years to figure this stuff out, yeah? And I really don't want you to waste another day before you can start freeing up some of your precious time. The best thing about Spark Automation, you will get personal mentoring calls with me during the program. Anything goes here. You will only be limited by the clock and your imagination. Lousy work habits, senseless worrying, and soulless marketing become faint memories of the past. And they will make for great table talk at dinner parties later on. Trust me. You will be in charge of your actions and not a slave to overwhelm. Look, I want you to know, I'm not going to do the work for you. I'm going to teach you how to do it for yourself, so you can replicate the strategies you learn and use them to build multiple client attraction funnels, because there's no law that says you have to stop at one. You don't have to do that, but I'm just saying you will have the skills to do that. What you can do now is type the link on the slide into a new browser window to secure your spot for a complimentary strategy session with me. You can see the link on the screen now. This strategy session is a free call with me. So when we're on the call, and if we decide to move forward, if we think we could be a good fit, we will look at how that works. And if we're not a good fit, that's fine too. We'll simply part as friends. I will send you on your way, and all is right and good. You will walk away with clarity and know what your next steps are. So what other questions do you have about this, ladies? I want you to type them in the chat box below. And if you don't want everyone else to see them, you can also send me a private message through chat as well, or send me an email to support@monicamandel.com. If you don't have any questions, no problem, okay? You can ask me in an email. Just shoot me an email or shoot me a PM on Facebook, and I'll answer your questions for you. So go ahead and click the link right now. And if you can't see the link for whatever reason, send me a PM on Facebook or an email, and I will send you the link after the webinar. So I want to say thank you for showing up and watching this. Yeah, I really appreciate your time. I know your time is scarce. Time is something that most of the ladies in business don't have. And so I totally appreciate you took the time to watch this, for showing up, for being here. If you're watching the replay, thank you. This goes for you as well. Click that link, paste it into a new window, type it in a new window, because we want to have a conversation. This is a no pressure conversation. You're going to get tons of value from it. If you're not the right type of client for this, you're not going to get invited to join me. It's as simple as that. This is an application-only program. So if you don't apply, you can't join. So apply now, and I look forward to talking to you, to getting to know you better, and to see if Spark Automation will be a fit for you and I. If not, no pressure, okay? You're going to walk away with lots of clarity about your next steps. That I can promise you already. Thank you for watching. I'm going to check out now. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Have a great evening wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you around.